So I recently released a video talking about how my Honda Shadow was my last bike standing, that there was an issue with my Kawasaki Mean Streak, that my little Boom Vader was getting that, the 212 swap, all that stuff sorted out. And the universe thought I was going to have a big old laugh, and I come home from work Thursday, and there's a giant puddle. Well, not a huge puddle. I mean, it was a fairly significant puddle underneath the left fork. It looks like that left fork seal finally gave loose. So now the Shadow's down. And while we got the apes on the Mean Streak, I'm back to one bike again, and it's the freaking Mean Streak. Which isn't necessarily horrible, don't get me wrong. It's just, what I was using the Shadow for, I don't necessarily, plan on using this for. Shadow was kind of in town. I take it to work. Wasn't exactly quiet, but it's, it's quieter than the Mean Streak. I probably don't necessarily need to be firing this up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm sure the neighbors would appreciate if I did not. It's kind of like, what the crap, dude? I got 3 bikes. Can I just have, 2 of them working at any point in time? Which they have been, but... And in all fairness, a lot of this is just the ape thing, that was me. That's why this was down. The Vader was the 212 swap. That was me. That's why it was down. And I've been working on tuning that thing. I almost got that crappy carb dialed in perfect. Brand starts with a K. It's probably a knockoff. I guarantee it's not an original. I should have just bought a freaking Nibby 28 to put on there. But I figured I'd try tuning what was on there before I spent the money. Well, like a dummy dum-dum, I over-torqued the spark plug and snapped the threads off inside the cylinder head. That pretty much put a whole damper on my plans for that thing at the moment. And the thing is, I took Friday off that week because I wanted to go for a quick day trip somewhere or freaking finish tuning the Vader. And I got to do neither one of those things. What I ended up doing is I pulled the fork out of the Shadow because I was like, all right, I'm not going to do it. I screwed it up last time because I did the fork seals when I did the chopper kit 2 years ago. One fork is fine. One fork holds, no problem, no issues. And I remember when I was doing them, I wasn't 100% confident I had a really good seal on one of the forks, and I guess it must have been the left one. It had been leaking a little bit for a year, but I was like, yeah, it's just a tiny little bitty little fluid, no big deal. Yeah, well, apparently it's a big deal. Big deal now. Because, yeah, screw it, I'm going to let professionals handle it, right? So I pulled the freaking fork out the bike, threw it in the Jeep, rolled up to my favorite shop, Power Sports dealer / service folks, and I get there and said, hey, I got these forks, I don't want to screw it up, I want y'all to do it. And then I found out my favorite tech who worked there no longer works there, and it turns out he was the guy who mainly did their forks for them. So yeah, talk about a plot twist, because I didn't want to get the tools, because when I did the forks, sorry, I'm adjusting these mirrors, I just put these bad boys on here, and I had them flipped underneath, and I couldn't see squat, nothing, left and right side, staring at the ground. But I think these are where I want them. Anyway, when I did the fork seals originally, I didn't have the right tools, and I didn't want to buy the tools. I just wanted to pay someone to do the forks. And I was like, man, I wish I knew how to get a hold of that guy. You guys were like, yo, man, I understand you're not up there anymore. You want to make some money? Because I was looking forward to dropping the fork tube off for the whole fork, having it done, and then just picking it up, sticking it back in the bike, and ready to rock and roll. But the universe had other plans, so I went home, ordered the tools I needed, I ordered the parts from them, fluid, seals, all that good stuff, so the Shadow's torn apart, sitting on the jack. So I guess next weekend, or the, I guess probably the day after you guys see this, if I release this one, I think I'm going to release it, should be on a Friday, which I'm kind of not looking forward to, but, I've done it before. I just need to do a better job than I did before. But even if I goof it up, if nothing else, it should be a pretty entertaining experience for you guys. But that bike's kind of got to be right, man. We're doing the subscriber ride in less than a month. I don't have time for that bike to sit. We got to get it right. We got to get it right as soon as we can. So I definitely need time to come up with a separate plan or alternative solution if I screw this seal up again. And on top of that, we got to find time to get the Vader sorted out, because I don't want that to sit either. Because I'm close. We were super rich, then we were kind of lean. I'm pretty sure the needle clip's where it needs to be. It's just playing with the main jet because the pilot circuit's perfect. And I definitely don't want that to sit, because I know some of you guys are itching to see videos on that thing. Trust me, I am too. I put the engine in 2 weeks ago at the time of this recording. I put 5 miles on the bike just putting around the neighborhood. Trust me, I am ready. I am ready to ride that thing. So parts for everything on the way, new spark plug and an extractor for the Vader, the fork seal tool to seat the fork seal. I know you can use PVC pipe, but screw that. I want the actual tool. TJ Brutal Customs makes a tool to make it easier to remove to separate the forks, which it's tagged for a 600, but the description does reference a 750. I don't imagine it would be different. I would think if it was that he would probably put it on the website that, hey, this is 600 only. And I'm trying not to make this the entire channel, but at this point in time, I'd like to remind you guys, we are affiliated with TJ Brutal Customs, so you can use the affiliate link in the description or code Lucky Aces Riding at checkout to save 15%. Full disclosure, I get a little bit of commission off of that, so if you want to help the channel, it's a good way to do it. If you're going to buy stuff from there anyway, why not? But I don't know, man, the universe can be funny sometimes. Maybe there's a reason it wants me to do these forks. Maybe there's a reason. Because that's the funny thing, man. I had a death wobble before I put that chopper kit on, which consisted of new fork tubes and like aftermarket triples, the whole thing, man. So I had to take all my stuff stock apart, rebuild the forks and all that. And the funny thing is, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have known that the fluid that was in the bike when I got it had different viscosities in each freaking fork, man. Like one side looked new, the other side definitely had like water contamination or something in it. So if I didn't install the chopper kit, I would have never figured out the death wobble because I would have had no reason to take apart the forks if the seals weren't leaking. I guess things just have a funny way of working out. But we'll be back to 100% before we know it. It kind of stinks spending the money because I actually, the same day I dropped my charger off that morning because it's got a handful of things it needs done. And honestly, I'm a little scared how much that's gonna cost, but that car's gotta get right. It's like 13 years old, it's got like 112,000 miles on it, I mean, I'm keeping that thing for a while. That thing needs to be 100%. But we'll be back to 100% before you know it. I got the confidence we will. When I'm installing stuff, I may not always know what I'm doing, but you know what? It always gets done, and I think that's what's important. Plus, hey, baby, we might learn something. We'll just have to take things slow and steady, one step at a time, and I think we'll be okay. But if nothing else, at least the Mean Streak's working. She's running great. I'm digging these apes. I'm a big fan of them so far. This is, I think, the second or third time I've gone out on the bike with them, and if you want to check out my first impressions on these 16-inch ape hangers on my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, you can check that video out right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya!